Lady was saying there's enough optic fibre here, guys, to go from Sydney to Wagga Wagga. 50,000 light bulbs.
Oh yeah, actually, I'm telling you, I think it's like us. Yeah.
Righto guys, we're heading out to Uluru for the morning. We're going to either walk or push bike around it and get some good photos. There's the Katajuda, the Olgas in the background, and a bit of a windy night last night, chilly morning. Beautiful morning at the Field of Lights. But here, there's a new attraction coming to Uluru, guys, called Skyship, and I hadn't heard about it. Ros read up on it, and it's not far from they're just waiting for CASA clearance now and just the finalisation stages, but it's basically a helium balloon. You can go right up and get some bird's eye views of Uluru and Katajuda, and I think that's going to be a fantastic tourist attraction out here. Skyship, and I think they're going to name it the Hindenburg. But anyway, pity it's not up and running now. It'd be worth doing. Might probably work out a lot cheaper than a helicopter flight. But anyway, let's get out. Let's get going to Uluru for the day. Righto guys, we've just paid our $50 to enter the park. We're still about 10 kilometres from the rock. Have a look at it. Have a look at that. It's as if it wasn't good enough in the distance. The closer you get to it, the more spectacular it's becoming. Just absolutely mind-blowing. Wow. It's just a bloody fantastic sight, it really is. We're still 10 kilometres from it. Look at the size of it. That's an incredible sight. Alright. Righto guys, here we are. We've made it to the rock. Have a look at this. The closer you get to it, the better it gets. Anyway, there she is. 348 metres high, which is the equivalent of a 95-storey building. And it's basically not rectangular, what? Oval shape. Oval, that's the one. The oval shape. And it's about 3.6 kilometres long and 2.4 kilometres wide. And the circumference around the base of it is about 9.4 kilometres. So, I mean, it looks big when you're 20 kilometres away, and as you're driving in here this morning and you actually get to see how big it is, it actually looks steeper on the other side as you're driving in. Just some sheer cliffs in that, and we're going to do the walk around. It's going to take us a few hours, but it's a beautiful day, nice and cool, so it's not going to be too hot, no flies, and we're going to just take it in, eh? Anyway, enjoy the trip around, guys. Righto folks, as it stands, you can still climb the rock. I think they're closing it off later this year. But I'll tell you what, I don't know how that'll come up on video. That's a steep, you have to have some good footwear to get up there. And they've closed it today. It's pretty windy, and they've closed it due to strong winds up at the summit, 348 metres up. But it was only a couple of days ago, a Japanese guy had a heart attack halfway up and died. Makes you wonder if he tumbled all the way back down. That'd be a scary thought. But anyway, there she is, and I'll tell you what, that is a steep climb, guys. If you be worth doing, but you'd have to have some bloody good grippy footwear on, because I'll tell you what, there's handrails there. You wouldn't want to let them go either. Fairly big cave just inside there. Some erosion holes. little bit of vegetation, trees growing up in there. You see where the waterfalls come down during the wet season, where they make their way down. You don't have to walk 20 metres or so, and you get a different perspective. Every angle's different, and you just want to keep pulling the camera out. Some Aboriginal art under there, guys. Well, there's a classic example where the water comes down, always turns the rock black, doesn't it? But have a look at this, only walked another 20 metres, as I said. Have a look at this, looks like a big wave, big tsunami wave. Just incredible. Look at that for erosion, it's amazing. Little caves and that everywhere, eh? Just the erosion and the caves that are in, you know, from erosion into the side of the rock, guys. Have a look at that. That's just sheer vertical cliff up there. 348 metres straight down. Wow. Anyway, as I said, you only walk 20 metres and you got the camera out again. Have a look at this. Walk around the corner and whooshka. Have a look at that for a sight. Absolutely amazing. Massive caves all the way around another little one in there. Anyway, we'll keep walking. We'll show you a bit more in a minute. Right, folks, that gives you, have a look at that. Unbelievable. That's high. As I said, equivalent of a 95-storey building. Wowee. You can imagine how spectacular this would be in the wet season. I've seen it on the internet and TV. Imagine just seeing a waterfall coming over that. Just incredible. Right, at this part of the walk, gone out onto the main road. I don't know why haven't got the track around the base there. Maybe it's sacred side around this side of the rock, who knows. But anyway, have a look at that, beautiful. Just so many places where the water tumbles down and all the black marks there you can see. Well, there's a few times around. We're on the northern side now, I believe, guys, and these the sensitive sites or sacred sites for women and sacred sites for men where you're not allowed to take any photography. I missed some bloody good photographic opportunities just around that corner there, but you weren't allowed to film. It's sensitive sites, so you got to respect their wishes. But just, you know, as I said, everywhere you go, it just changes. Look at the craters up there. It's almost like the bloody lunar surface of the moon. Not that I've been there, but from pictures I've seen. Or Mars, being red, look like Mars, I guess. A big crack in the rock there, you know. Who knows, in a million years' time that might come sliding down. It's amazing that erosion there, just in certain areas, eh? Must just get more water or more wind over the years. Look at the contrast there of the beautiful blue sky and the striking red of the rock. Just incredible. If you use your imagination, you can see like skulls and things into all that erosion there, like almost like the stuff tattoos are done from. Like cloud watching, you can sit there and start imagining all the shapes and that. Just did a couple of pano ones with the iPhone, guys. Geez, they come out good. I'll throw some up. Unbelievable. I've got to start doing a few more of them. Right, guys, you're on YouTube. You fallen off yet? That's one good way of getting around Uluru. Hey, as I was saying before, guys, and Roz and I were looking at the erosion and that in the northern side of the rock, and Roz can see Aboriginal heads and that in there, she reckons, and I can see a skull with a German helmet on it, like something you'd get in a tattoo. But you know, you use your imagination and you can, it's like the clouds, you look at them long enough and they start looking like something. It's just incredible. All the way along this northern face, it's just, yeah. Thought I could see a dinosaur, about 5 dinosaur heads before, just a bit further up. Incredible. It's another perspective of it, guys. We're getting down towards this end, and we'll start heading around what I think will be the western side of the rock. Just got a glimpse of the Olgas there, guys, or Katajuda. Down through there, we're on the northern side now. Looking down towards the west there, Katajuda. Just popping its head up through the trees there. That's a pretty good sight, actually. Well, we had to put the cameras away for a little bit. We're right on the eastern tip now, guys. So have a look at that. Amazing. Right on the very eastern end of Uluru. The track, which was a fair way away from the rock, has just come back in nice and close now, and you get to see all the caves and all the formations of the rock of that a lot better than you do from the other side. Just come around the eastern tip, and that's what you're confronted with. I love it when you get right up close here. When the walk gets, you know, almost right at the base now, you touch it. It's incredible. Hey miss, you reckon we've earned a beer tonight? Not a $42 six-pack, you reckon? Maybe just one, eh? One at the bar. They don't miss you for the price of grog and fuel out here. But hey, who cares when you can see stuff like that?
It's the waiting that annoys us.
Yeah, that's just while we've got the camera on, it is the waiting. It's I don't think they've catered enough for the amount of people they get out here. I think I've said that before, and it's really evident. They are just overwhelmed by the amount of people that come out here, guys, because let me tell you, this is almost like a mecca for Australians. I can't believe how many people. Yeah, they were saying this morning, guys, 2,800 people in the camping ground alone. That's a small town. An absolute small town just in the camping ground. And the toilet facilities and the service station and all that just can't really cater for the amount of people. It's the only negative point, really. Still on the southern side. Turn it off and you look up and you think, I've got to get it back on again. Look at that. Massive cave up there. No little one up there. Like, why does something just form there and not anywhere else? It's just mind-blowing. Come around that eastern corner and thought, oh, I must be getting close now. Have a look at it. Wow. You don't realise how big it is until you actually see it from one of the long sides, guys. Unbelievable. This is one big rock. Back behind this tree, guys. Hopefully the sun won't be hitting you in the eyes. Have a look at that. What? Unbelievable. Just the erosion there. That's massive. Absolutely massive. Like I was saying, guys, you take 20 steps and you look back and you think, got to get the camera out again. Look at that. Unbelievable. This is the whole southern side of the rock, cast in shadow, most of it. Wowee. And I might get the still camera out and get a, that looks totally different from a different angle also. And the sheer cliff over there, the whole southern side. There you go, right up against the southern side, and just above us, she's just a sheer cliff. I'll tell you what, I hope the end's soon, because we're both busting for a tinkle, guys. It's been a long walk, and it's still going. Right, we're nearing the end now, guys. Just come across a bit of a Dreamtime story from the Aboriginal people. You know, the bowl is almost like the devil's marbles just here, this little bit, and the crack in the rock there, just a massive crack. I mean, how does that happen? It's almost like it's going to split in half and fall over. Anyway, we're almost near the cultural centre now. We're getting close to the end. It's been a big haul, and I'm sure the photo opportunities haven't finished. They just keep going. Look at the different colours there just appearing now, guys. The whites, the blacks, the creams. All the different colours, that you always see in Aboriginal paintings. You know where they get their colour system from now when you see Aboriginal art. It's exactly those colours there that we can see. Magnificent. Once again, another amazing view. All the erosion up there, the caves. Rightio guys, I might go for a walk up Uluru. What do you reckon? Here we go. You'd need some spikes on your boots to get up there, or a rope, or a jet engine up your ass, one of the two. Can't believe how sheer that cliff face is. Goodness me. Little caves up there. You see the water runs on an angle. Well, they must open the walk up since we've been on this one, guys. People going up the side. Have a look how steep it is. That's where they're going, up along that ridge line. Wow. You have to be pretty fit, and you have to have some good shoes on, I think.
Japanese man was there.
Yeah, I know. An old Japanese man come to grief the other day and died going up that. Not sure of the circumstances. A heart attack, and he would have tumbled. Who knows what he would have done? He could have tumbled over that edge. Who knows? Horrible thinking about it, isn't it? But anyway, we're nearly there, Roz. We've nearly made it. Our legs are ready to drop off. That's a big walk, guys. I don't mind admitting it. I haven't done a walk that long for a long time. Go around, we'll show you these people going up, Check that out. The kids on their hands and knees going up. It's that steep. Wow, that's a good climb. That's a real good climb. Have a look how steep it gets up the top there, guys. Tell you what, you'd have to be good at heights to go up there too, just quietly. You look over the edge. Wowee. That's not for the faint-hearted, just quietly. Well, there you go, guys, we made it. We just did the full loop, close to 10 kilometres, and they've opened the walk up to get up to the top. Climb all the way up there. That'll be amazing. Good stuff. Oh, all the guys that started before, they're nearly at the top now. Someone had to stop there before, big group of people. Someone who didn't even get a third of the way up and decided that they'd have a heart attack or that they couldn't make it, still sitting down there. I mean, why, dead set, some of these people get their ambitions and capabilities mixed up. Looks like a lady or something, a third of the way up and is just sitting there now. And probably have to wait for someone to come and rescue her. Unbelievable. Anyway, someone's just made it right up to the top. Well done. Well guys, we've just come for a drive out to kill a bit of time to Mitajulu Waterhole, but it's taken us straight around to the southern side of the rock. We did the big walk around there yesterday, as you know, and I'm tipping this Mitajulu Waterhole seems to be at the base of the rock. We probably walked past it yesterday and didn't even realise, but I'm going to go down and have a look. Roz is going to stay in the car and text a few family members and catch up, and she said go down, have a look, and she's in a rubber plug. She's not up for walking today after yesterday. We've both pulled up a bit sore, but anyway, I could never get sick of looking at this. I could come here every day of my life for the rest of my life and look at this and never get sick of it. Have a look at it, unbelievable. Anyway, we'll slip down and see what this waterhole's all about, eh? I'm tipping it's probably at the base of where you can see those waterfalls coming down there, the dark bits of the rock during the wet season. There's probably a waterhole at the base there somewhere. Well, we must have walked straight past this yesterday, guys. One of the little shoot-offs the main track, Mitajulu Waterhole. And being the dry season, not much water in there at the moment, but there's a bit down there. But you can see there, imagine the water running down there in the wet season. Unbelievable. Geez, that'd be a sight. I was just talking to a lady then, she's been out here in the wet season. She said it was all full around here, all full of water. Well, there you go. I suppose there's hundreds of areas like that around the rock where the water finds its way down. You can see where it's eroded over the years, eh? Formed its own way down. Yeah. Well, there you go, Mitajulu Waterhole, guys. Well, we've come down to a little place called Kanchu Gorge. A bit of water down in there too. And that's where the waterfall comes over there, one of the many waterfalls on Uluru. Have a look at that. Have a look how steep that is. Just amazing. Kanchu Gorge.
Yeah, she was.
Well, we've come for another little drive out to a sunset viewing area that we haven't been to yet. There's a boardwalk up there and it's got a name, guys, that I can't even try and pronounce. It's a real traditional Aboriginal name. Starts with NGAK, which is Nyuk, and I can't pronounce the rest of it. Anyway, we'll check it out. Coaches and that come out here in the afternoons for the sunset viewing on some of their, there's lots of stuff you can do out here in the afternoons, guys. They have the sunset dinners and all that type of stuff, so you pay good money for it, or you can come out and do it yourself. One of the little viewing platforms. Nice boardwalk all the way up here. This is about halfway. There's little viewing platforms everywhere, guys, all on these sand dunes. They're saying here Waru fire. Now Waru, over where we come from on the Cassowary coast, the indigenous people, you hear them saying Waru, and that refers to turtle. So totally different language, obviously. Waru's turtle, and over here in Central Australia it means fire. Have a look at that for a view. There's the rock, and there's a great view of the Olgas, Katajuda. In the distance, we're heading there tomorrow. We'll get some better pictures of it tomorrow. But geez, they look impressive in the distance. Hope it comes up all right on the film, guys, but they are impressive, the Olgas. Beautiful, cool day, bit windy. Look at that, glorious. Another nice little view of the Uluru, Katajuda. Ayers Rock and the Olgas, or Uluru and Katajuda in traditional language. Bit of trivia for you guys, I should have known this, but I thought Ayers Rock, as we white fellas know it, would have been discovered by a bloke called Ayre, but no, you'd be wrong. On the 19th of July 1873, the surveyor William Goss sighted the landmark and named it Ayers Rock in honour of the then Chief Secretary of South Australia, Sir Henry Ayres. So there you go. And remember that meteor crater, that was Goss Crater from memory, so it was obviously named after this bloke. But yeah, first white fella, 1873, to stumble across Uluru, and he named it Ayers Rock. Bit of trivia for you. Well, this is the best view we've had of Uluru and Katajuda in one go, because we're up nice and high on a view and wind's whistling through. But look at that, absolutely amazing. You can see why they do the sunset views out here. It'd be absolutely tremendous to come out here and see sunset from this side of the rock, but we'll get a better view tonight. We're going up in the helicopter and we're going to go over Yalara, we'll come around the rock and then over to Katajuda. We're going to see all three, and it's called the sunset helicopter flight. Wasn't cheap, but I'll tell you what, I reckon it's going to be worth it. Can't wait for that one. Bit more trivia for you guys. Katajuda, or the Olgas, is a formation of 36 rocks, and it sits 35 kilometres as the crow flies from Uluru. So 35 kilometres, I was just wondering how far that is. It's 35 kilometres from Uluru to the Olgas, or Uluru to Katajuda, I should say.